this particular project I have used the crackle paste, both the copper and also the platinum as well, to really great effect on this little plaque. Now what I really love about the molds from Prima is that you can actually be using them for really large canvases if you should so wish. Now the molds themselves are oven safe, they're also food grade, and they're freezer safe as well. They can go up to 260 degrees in the oven. What we always recommend is if you are using them for cake decorating and you also do mixed media crafting, then we recommend you buy 2. Now I've already used the molds in the show, so I've already popped the clay into here just for speed. So when you actually get your clay, the best one for these particular molds is the modelling material from Prima. Really good. It's almost like a fondant as opposed to any other type of air drying clays I've ever used in the past. Now just flex the mold just like so, and then literally just tip it out, and they do literally come out that easily. When it's in this state, that's when you actually want to cut it, because once it's actually set, it is quite difficult to cut. Now if you did want to cut that in half, then just use the mold, but obviously be careful, we're going to be using a knife here as well, and we're just going to be cutting all the way length down this particular cast. The reason I've got the mold there is to support the ruler. Okay, so don't press too heavily with the actual ruler on the cast, but just cut all the way down if you should so wish, depending how you want to use the mold. But now is the time to actually cut them. So like I say, when they're in that state, you can indeed wrap them around things. You can slightly manipulate them. So maybe you wanted to make it a large circle. But what you need to do is leave those to air dry on a piece of kitchen cloth. Then halfway through, you want to just flip them over and let them dry again. They take about 24 hours to dry. So here's another one I've cast. This is the leaves. So this is from the bottomless one. So you can see all the molds work really well with the clay. So let's get back to our project here. So I've already made all of the elements, and I've blacked them out using acrylic paint, and then I have wiped the acrylic paint off to give this beautiful effect. I'm going to be using the Opal Magic here, and the colour I'm going to be using is the blue pink. Okay, really beautiful paint. So first of all, let's get sticking down. Now you will have to bear in mind that there is a little bit of shrinkage, okay, to the casts. Now when they are actually drying on your kitchen cloth, Prima do actually recommend that you place a damp cloth actually over the top of the cast when they're drying. This just helps prevent them from drying out too quickly and then actually cracking. So let's just place that one just like so. We've got a verse here and it says, "Let life surprise you." So we're just going to place that one there, and that is from the Rose Quartz A4 pad that is also on the show. So let's just place that down at a jaunty angle like so. And then we have lots of flowers, and then we've got this saying here, which I really love. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. How beautiful is that? So I've gone over the top of that with the 3D gloss gel just to give it a little bit of a shine. Okay, so let's just paint some of those up. So we're going to be using, like I said, the Opal Magic. And I'm sure you've seen some of the other demonstrations that I have been doing. It's a really beautiful, and it is like a, almost magic paint. Wherever, in this case, it touches black on our cast, you can see there it's actually changing it to pink. Hence the name Opal Magic. But just quickly go down there, and if there's any white pieces of the cast that's left, it's just going to leave it a really soft pastel blue in this case. Now these are, I do believe, on Pick and Mix, any two you can choose. There's 4 different sets of colours to choose from. So have a look and see what colour options there actually are. So we're just going to go all the way down on that cast, like so. Okay, now it's up to you. You can obviously paint these before you start placing them on your large canvas, entirely up to you. Now I'm just going to go ahead a few little steps here, and then I'll be back, and by that point I'll have painted some more elements, and then we'll finish off the project.